Morning. Slept pretty well last night. Had a visitor. Don't know what it is. Sounded small. Maybe a coyote, maybe a fox. I was imagining, I don't know, I think they're called dik-diks. Those like little tiny deer. I think they had fangs. Because it seemed like it was kind of like prancing, like da, 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 you know. Came right up to my hammock and then stopped. And it sounded big enough though to kick over a rock, like as it was walking. I don't know. Yeah. The flies were up with me this morning. I'm later than normal. It's about, I got on trail 7:30. But today is a relatively light day. I think it's like 18.4-ish to Spruce something shelter, Spruce Peak. So I think I figured out a game plan. I'll do that, and it'll give me like 3 miles to the road in the morning. And I'll try to hitch, which a guy like me hitching just doesn't seem like it's gonna work out. But people in the comments on Far Out say, you know, hitching's the way to go there. So we'll see. There's not a lot of options for rides in this area. It is what it is. I think it's like 5 miles to town. That'd be a lot, because that'd be 10 miles for the day. Would kind of mess up my plan slightly. Either way, I planned a light day that day, so 13 miles. So 3 miles, get into town, get enough food for like 2.5 days, and then get back to the trail and kick on another 10-ish miles to a campsite near a lake. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of climbing these rocks this morning. See that? Yeah, so that's the plan. If I have to walk into town, well, there's a shelter, I think, really close. And then I planned out a couple 20-ish. Well, I think 120 and then a 17. Something like that should take me to Killington. So yeah. And then there's a campground at Killington. I could stay there. I think they have showers, so that should save me some money. I'm just trying not to do any more of these like $100+ a night stays. That's a lot. I'll still probably have to take a 0 in Killington because it'll be 17 miles there. So I won't have a ton of time at the end of the day. But I'll probably be able to go to the Killington post office and pick up my boxes. And then the next day, catch a bus to Manchester and back. Maybe I'll look for a place to stay that's cheap that night. Maybe in Rutland. Apparently Rutland, or I think that's what it's called. Apparently there's more to do there. I was talking to the other 3, Peepers and Speedy and Long Walkabout, and they said there's just more to do there. So we'll see. I have a couple days to figure that out. So then I can, well, figure it out. My mood's good today. My mood is good. I like the way the next couple days look. Yeah. That's about it for today. I'm going to deal with these midges. Seems like the picaridin does work a little bit. But I think it's when they get in mass that they know you're there somewhere and they just go for it. I am getting a couple bug bite welts, just a couple so far. All right, it's enough. I'm huffing and puffing, so I should probably focus on walking later. So this is pretty awesome. Peeper, Speedy, and Long Walkabout left me just about 2 days worth of food. So I don't need to go into town tomorrow. That's pretty awesome. So thank you guys so much. That's awesome. All right. I'm going to get some shake my heads for this, but I'm just going to be honest. I was literally just the other day talking about how I would never set up my hammock inside of a shelter. And today, I set my hammock up inside of a shelter. Got to camp. Water was downhill. Just looking around for a place to hang, and there's really nothing close to camp. Well, there's nothing that I could find, and I didn't go that too much farther than, around to some of the campsites, and I just didn't see anything. I don't want to sleep in the shelter on a pad tonight. I want to get a good night's sleep, like kind of covered area in front, for hanging out, and some big posts. So I did the thing. Nobody else is in the shelter. Other people have taken the campsites that are around. So I did a thing. I'm sure I feel a certain amount of shame for doing it, to be honest. But right now I'd rather be comfortable. It's actually kind of warm tonight. So, yeah. Good day. I ended up going farther than I thought. So I think this was today. I came across a Trail Magic box, and I opened it up because that's what we do. And there were some sodas and stuff. Really wish I had grabbed a soda for like later in the day, but I didn't. Anyway, and then I noticed there's a bag in there full of food with my name on it. And it turns out that the people that I'm actually camping with tonight, Peepers, Speedy, and Long Walkabout's sister has been kind of, because he's from Massachusetts. They've been coming, and she's been coming and providing them with rides and some resupplies and stuff. And she bought a bunch of resupply stuff, and they had food. And so they thought about me and my current predicament, and went ahead and put together roughly 2 days worth of food. Well, she did. And it's great because I'll have to make it work a little bit, to kind of stretch it out, make sure that I have enough to eat each day. But basically, I've got enough to get me, well, now it's another day and a half, really. So, yeah, about a day and a half till I get to Killington. So, there's that. My shoes are done. I didn't realize. In fact, I think it was yesterday, I was stepping on something, and I remember the second step I took, I slipped. And I was just like, that's weird. Why would I slip? Well, Long Walkabout pointed out today that my tread is completely gone. And I've noticed that the past day and a half that it feels like I've got nothing now. So I think the midsole's gone, the bottom sole's gone. I got a big tear on the side. So these things need to last me the next, I think it's 30 some miles. I think it's 51 miles, actually. Yeah. So I sent a message to Bubby to send my next shoes, and hopefully she could do that Tuesday, and hopefully I get them Thursday. If not, I might be forced to just kind of hang out. There's a really nice campground in Killington, so I think I'm going to be able to do this on the cheap. I'm going to try not to stay anywhere. At least nothing that's more than $40 a night. I got the money, but lately I just feel like it's just too much. And yeah, so haven't really figured out what I'm doing the next 2 days. But the best option is about 18 miles away. There's another one about 22 miles away, which would be a good day too, or a better day. But the water supply isn't as reliable. And some people said it's kind of slowly going away. because they haven't had rain in a while. Then the next one is a brook. It's a pretty big stream, which would be about 23 and some change. So, I don't know. We'll see. Still not excited about sleeping in the shelter. Just in general, like, you know, the mice know this is where the food is, so this is where they come. There's no bear box here, and by the time I was done, you know, eating and stuff, it was dark because I got a late start on my day. So, yeah, my food is in my backpack, hanging up in the shelter, basically above me. So I'm not really worried about a bear necessarily. I'm more worried about mice, you know, getting into my backpack. So, again, that's not a great choice. I'm just being honest with what I'm doing. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go this far today, but when I got that food, I realized I didn't need to stop. And the sooner I can get to Killington with my shoes, the better. So, yeah, don't judge me too hard. It's been a long day. I'm tired. Yeah, so my mood is good. I've got to spend, you know, some time with people. Took a dip in the creek today, which was refreshing. And you know, been hiking around some people, which is nice. So Peepers, Speedy, and Long Walkabout, and then another couple, a flip-flopper, and then I think it's his partner, a girl named Tumbles, who is going to try to hike as much as she can before she has to go back to work. So yeah, it's been around some cool people. So that's cool. It's cool not to be alone out here. Anyway, I'm going to watch some TV and go to sleep. Have a good night.